Sincere yearning enables one to realize God. The world is like an overcast sky that steadily pours down rain. The face of the sun is seldom seen. There is mostly suffering in the world. On account of the cloud of woman and gold, one cannot see the sun. Some people ask me, Sir, why has God created such a world? Is there no way out for us? I say to them, why shouldn't there be a way out? Take shelter with God and pray to Him with a yearning heart for a favorable wind, that you may have things in your favor. If you call on Him with yearning, He will surely listen to you. A man had a son who was on the point of death. In frenzy he asked remedies of different people. One of them said, Here is a remedy. First it must rain when the star Svati is in the ascendant. Then some of the rain must fall into a skull. Then a frog must come there to drink the water. And a snake must chase it. And when the snake is about to bite the frog must hop away and the poison must fall into the skull. You should give the patient a little of the poison and rainwater from the skull. The father set out eagerly to find the medicine when the star Svati was in the sky. It started raining. Fervently he said to God, O Lord, please get a skull for me. Searching here and there, he at last found a skull with rainwater in it. Again he prayed to God, saying, O Lord, I beseech thee, please help me find the frog and the snake. Since he had great longing, he got the frog and the snake also. In the twinkling of an eye he saw a snake chasing a frog. And as it was about to bite the frog, its poison fell into the skull. If one takes shelter with God and prays to Him with great longing, God will surely listen. He will certainly make everything favorable. Captain, what an apt illustration. Master, yes, God makes everything favorable. Perhaps the aspirant doesn't marry. Thus he is able to devote his whole attention to God. Or perhaps his brothers earn the family's livelihood. Or perhaps a son takes on the responsibilities of the family. Then the aspirant will not have to bother about the world. He can give 100% of his mind to God. But one cannot succeed unless one renounces woman and gold. Only by renunciation is ignorance destroyed. The sun's rays, falling on a lens, burn many objects. But if a room is dark inside, you cannot get that result. You must come out of the room to use the lens. But some people live in the world even after attaining jnana. They see both what is inside and what is outside the room. The light of God illumines the world. Therefore with that light they can discriminate between good and bad, permanent and impermanent. The ignorant, who lead a worldly life without knowing God, are like people living in a house with mud walls. With the help of a dim light they can see the inside of the house but nothing more. But those who live in the world after having attained knowledge and realized God are like people living in a glass house. They see the inside of the room and also all that is outside. The light from the sun of knowledge enters strongly into the room. They perceive everything inside the room very clearly. They know what is good and what is bad, what is permanent and what is impermanent. God alone is the doer, and we are all His instruments. Therefore it is impossible even for a Janani to be egotistic. The writer of a hymn to Shiva felt proud of his achievement. But his pride was dashed to pieces when Siva's bull bared his teeth. He saw that each tooth was a word of the hymn. Do you understand the meaning of this? These words had existed from the beginning, less past the writer had only discovered them. It is not good to be a guru by profession. One cannot be a teacher without a command from God. He who says he is a guru is a man of mean intelligence. Haven't you seen a balance? The lighter side goes higher. He who is spiritually higher than others does not consider himself a guru. Everyone wants to be a teacher, but a disciple is hard to find. Trailokya was seated on the floor, to the north of the small couch. He was going to sing. Sri Ramakrishna said to him, "Ah, how sweetly you sing." Trailokya sang to the accompaniment of a tanpura. "I have joined my heart to thee. All that exists art thou. Thee only have I found. For thou art all that exists. O Lord, beloved of my heart, thou art the home of all. Where indeed is the heart in which thou dost not dwell? Thou hast entered every heart. All that exists art thou. Whether sage or fool, whether Hindu or Musalman, thou mockest them as thou wilt. All that exists art thou. Thy presence is everywhere. Whether in heaven or in Kaaba, before thee all must bow. For thou art all that exists. From earth below to the highest heaven, from heaven to deepest earth, I see thee wherever I look. All that exists art thou. Pondering, I have understood. I have seen it beyond a doubt. I find not a single thing that may be compared to thee. To Jafar it has been revealed that thou art all that exists. He sang again, Thou art my all in all. O Lord, the life of my life, the essence of essence. In the three worlds I have none else but thee to call my own. Thou art my peace, my joy, my hope, thou my support, my wealth, my glory. Thou art my wisdom and my strength. Thou art my home, my place of rest, my dearest friend, my next of kin, my present and my future. Thou, my heaven and my salvation. Thou art my scriptures, my commandments. Thou art my ever-gracious Guru. Thou the spring of my boundless bliss. Thou art the way, and thou the goal. Thou the adorable one. O Lord, thou art the mother tender-hearted. Thou the chastising father. Thou the creator and protector. Thou the helmsman who dost steer my craft across the sea of life. While Sri Ramakrishna listened to the songs, he was overwhelmed with emotion. Again and again he said, Ah, thou art all. Ah me, ah me. The music was over. It was 6 o'clock in the evening. Sri Ramakrishna went to the pine grove. Accompanying him, Sri Ramakrishna was laughing and talking. Suddenly he said to M. Why haven't you eaten any refreshments? Why haven't the others eaten either? He was eager for the devotees to take some refreshments. Sri Ramakrishna was to go to Calcutta in the evening. While returning from the pine grove he said to M. I don't know who will take me to Calcutta in his carriage. It was evening. A lamp was lighted in Sri Ramakrishna's room and incense was burnt. Lamps also were lighted in the different temples and buildings. The orchestra was playing in the Nahabat. Soon the evening service would begin in the temples. Sri Ramakrishna sat on the small couch. After chanting the names of the different deities, he meditated on the Divine Mother. The evening service was over. Sri Ramakrishna paced the room, now and then talking to the devotees. He also consulted M. about his going to Calcutta. Presently Narendra arrived. He was accompanied by Surat and 1 or 2 other young devotees. They all saluted the master. At the sight of Narendra, Sri Ramakrishna's love overflowed. He tenderly touched Narendra's chin as one touches a baby's to show one's love. He said in a loving voice, Ah, you have come. The master was standing in his room, facing the Ganges. Narendra and his young friends were talking to him. Facing the east, the master turned toward M. and said, Narendra has come. How can I go to Calcutta now? I sent for Narendra. How can I go now? What do you think? M. As you wish, sir. Let us put it off today. Master. All right, we shall go tomorrow, either by boat or by carriage. To the other devotees, it is late. Go home now. One by one the devotees saluted him and departed.